Liverpool took a trip to Old Trafford, and some United fans, including myself, maybe got a little bit too giddy, right? I don't even know where to really start, except that we got battered 3-0. 3-0. Our own backyard, right? Whether it's our mistakes, I am now done. I have tried. I have tried to put a positive spin on anything. I have tried to make all sorts of excuses for this team and manager. I like the signings that have come into Manchester United. I like the signings that have went out of Manchester United. But at the end of the day, there's some things that are just unforgivable, and sometimes it's time to cut the damn cord. Run the likes up, smash the subscribe button, especially if you agree with me. If you don't, I actually don't really care. I know I'm going to get put in the bin juice settings, prison cells, all of that. I'm going to get told, I told you so, you're deluded, you don't know ball, all of that. I don't actually care at this point in time. I sat there in silence. I couldn't even voice my anger. Now, this is going to be like an absolute script that I'm reading off of, but I'm not. This is just me in the moment. I'm not going to come on in and start shouting. There's no point in that. There's enough gain for you lot to hear. I'm probably going to start screaming a lot later. It hasn't really sunk in the fact that we just got slapped by Liverpool once again at some point at Old Trafford in a different era. When I say this with sincere words, when I have seen terrorism at my club when it comes to the football aspect, I am not pleased. Yeah? It's not starting Ahmad. This is before the game. Not starting Ahmad for Garnacho. When my man's got 1 year left on his contract and one of the better football players at United is an absolute farce. Absolute diabolical farce. So you've already lost that part because that's one person who can calm down the game as he did when he came on to actually make some moments just because what? He had a few mistakes. Does this manager like football players? You have to question if he likes any of these lot because I don't understand. In the Brighton and Fulham game, we saw a higher press on a 4-2-4 and we saw us winning moments, suffocating just for Mr. Arne's slot to come and do the exact same thing you've been practicing all summer. And he pressed us into mistakes, aka Khalas'emiro, whether it's giving away the ball or getting tackled for either of those goals. Again, washed. When the football, you know what, with Khalas'emiro, right? It's not actually his fault at the end of the day when you deep it. He's put him into a role trying to make him do things that he's just not comfortable with, especially at his age, especially, of last season. What more do you have to see to know that a man can't do the role? Maybe change it up. What happened to someone like Delo or Kobe coming in a little bit more deeper and not too advanced to get on the ball and help him out like in the first 2 games? Didn't happen. Haven't seen the signs. I don't even know where to even deconstruct this whole game. All I know as a Manchester United fan and how I feel, right, is that it felt like last season. It felt like watching a game of last season at Old Trafford by one of these teams or away from home. How many players do you have to move around before the finger gets pointed by top reds at the damn manager? Credit, okay, he is not on the pitch, but he sets it up. New coaching staff, new regime. Ineos shot themselves in the foot with this one. You have to be in agreement too. It's just not good enough anymore. How many more excuses are we going to make for this guy now? I tried. I said 10 games, but he has to impress me in the first 3. And in those 3 games, he's got me 2 losses, unfortunately, in moments. Selections, diabolical in times. Whether you agree or don't agree, let's just see where it goes. And what's happened now? We're sitting with 3 points. Not enough goals. Owing the Premier League goals. I don't even want to cuss him and call him a ball munchkin or whatever you want to call him. White mega mind, as I used to call him. I can't even be bothered. Because you can't keep blaming these players. You brought in Delict, Mazraoui, Xerxes. You set up the team. Some of these players are like fresh new signings, right? But here we are. Still back where we started from day one. It's absolutely diabolical. I've had enough, man. I don't even know where else I really want to go with this. I was actually meant to go to the game. Didn't end up getting to go. I'm glad I didn't. The Old Trafford crowd was silent. Substitutions booing. You know, got Gary Neville complaining, getting rattled live on air by Jamie Carragher. This is where we have gotten ourselves to, unfortunately. And as much as you want to agree with what Ineos are doing, I think it's time to make the harsh realities come to light. Ten Hag wasn't good enough. The FA Cup saved his job. At the end of the day, as much as you want to try something new with the tactics and all, obviously all the staff members, it hasn't worked. Now it's time to get rid, respectfully. I said I have not said anything bad. I've not cussed anyone. I've not even got nothing personal. I'm not even letting my feelings get ahead of this one. This is me being logical. And I'm going to have people like Tyrone, who's going to be on here, probably going to have a debate with him every other day, telling me why he thinks Ten Hag needs more time. How much more time? Any other top club gets rid of this man tonight, today. Yeah, you don't tell me, oh, we ain't got enough finances to get rid of him. Why do you extend his contract? To show some faith. You want to keep your manager happy, right? I understand that. The question's going to be from people in the comments. Who do you bring in? Who is out there? Give it to Ruud van Nistelrooy for the time being. Because the umbilical cord needs to be cut. Because this guy cannot be impregnating our squad with more bullshit. Because that's the reality. We go to Southampton away next. What? We're just going to keep wasting more time in case we don't get a win. And then what? We're just back to square one. Before you know it, we've got Tottenham at the end of the month. There's 2-week break. There's no recouping. This is an embarrassment. It's not like Ten Hag's got 3-4 wins or 3 wins and a draw or 2 wins and he's just got battered in this one game. It's the same repetitive crap. And you know what? This is why they should have focused on the midfield a lot more. Agate wouldn't have sold today. Maybe he would have. Maybe starting Ahmad would have changed the outlook of a game. But it goes to show in moments why he needs all specialists in all the areas. He questioned Agate. He questioned why we sold McTominay. What's going to be the excuse there? I don't even want to see his press conference. Don't want to see what he has to say post-match because I've had enough. Yeah? You can do all the screaming, kicking and shouting. You can do all the emergency streams that you want to do. But now I have to sit here for the next 2 weeks wondering what's going to be the next, what the next best thing for Man United is going to be because I don't know if Ineos have got the balls to cut losses when they need to. Because I would do it now. I can't blame the players. I know people are going to get scapegoat. Bruno, absolute shit show. But you know what? They all had a shit show. We're going to have to get people mocking our new signings like De Ligt, who I didn't think done anything wrong. Just no midfield yet again. Abandoned. Why? Liverpool have got a new manager in Arne slot and has done more in one summer. Yeah, we got told that Klopp they're going to decline after Klopp. I'm seeing a new style already. I'm seeing a new approach. I'm seeing players being comfortable in their jobs. Putting your neck on the line all the time just to get a flipping smash back in your face. And I don't even want to hear about the players anymore. All the finances, all the accountancies and all that crap. Where do you go? Where do we go from here? Because I'm struggling not to raise my voice because it's just not going to do anyone any justice. There's going to be a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. Xerxes came on today. Is he fit? I don't know. What are we going to do now? I don't think he had a bad game. I just think we created a lack of chances. Garnacho and Rashford shouldn't even be on the same pitch. It's not Garnacho's fault. He got picked. Did he deserve to get picked? Maybe. But sometimes no players roll. Whatever he fault in that false 9, what I don't understand with tactics and all this tactical crap is that you're playing inverted fullback at times, but you're playing a flipping false 9 at the same time. Why? Don't you have enough midfielders? Don't you have enough going on for that? Why is Xerxes allowed to drop so deep and get involved in play? Who's up top? This is what I'm saying. Things like this are questionable. Am I meant to believe Ruud van Nistelrooy and another manager, Hecke, whatever his name, Van Hecke, whatever his name is? I don't know what his name is. What? We're going to start labeling them? Because last time I checked, it was a Van der Gag's fault and flipping McLaren's fault last time. All the excuses you lot want to put towards him, what now? I'm done. I'm so done. I don't know what else to really say about this. I'll probably have to give a minute to say, you know what? Well done to Liverpool at Old Trafford. You know what, the fans? Well played. Shut us the fuck up. We didn't really support the team at Old Trafford today. I didn't feel like the fans really support. I just don't think they believe in this manager. I saw a load of people walking out at 75th minute? Started walking out. Some people left at half time. I don't blame them. They paid all this money, 5% increase in tickets to see that bollocks. Now I'm going to have to hold corn on YouTube. Now I'm going to have a corn on other socials. I don't have to hear it for the next 2 weeks. And so are you. In your workplace, at your homes, with your families and your friends, whatever, innit? But you know what? One thing is I'm not going to do right now is to start being negative, because I don't think the club's direction is negative. I just think the man that's at the helm is the negative at this point. So you know what? I'm sorry. I got it wrong. I was wrong. Maybe it's wrong to be positive in certain moments and try and see the light. Maybe. But anyways, look, smash the like button. I'm annoyed. 9 p.m. tonight. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a jail cell for me and a couple others. So I'm going to have some buddies there in a bit.